I went to Cardiff to go to the Doctor Who experience, and if you happen to click that subscribe button, you'll see it in my monthly vlog series. Oh. Hey there dudes, it's 2017 and I've yet to tell you about stuff that I love. So, I thought I'd recommend you some stuff. If I were a professional YouTuber, these would be monthly. However, I am making a monthly vlog series this year, so if you want to see me once a month, make sure to click that little subscribe thing down below. Oh, I can feel myself internally cringing at how gross it is to ask for subs. Oh. Do I have to put that this is a hashtag spawn now, because I've literally just advertised myself? One of YouTube's great dilemmas. Let's talk about stuff that is good that I think you guys might also like. Starting with music. Ed Sheeran dropped a new album. It's well good. The best song on it is Galway Girl. Fight me on that. Other good music that's out now. If you know me IRL, you will know that I have an appreciation for Darren Criss. Darren Criss has teamed up with his brother Chuck. He was in a band called the Freelance Whales, who are kind of like America's answer to Coldplay, although just between you and me, way better than actual Coldplay. The two of them have formed a band together called Computer Games. They have an EP out now, which is free for a limited time. I'll do a link below. It's fun. I like it. I want more, please. Also, Darren, if you happen to be watching, I really need studio versions of Stutter and Sophomore. So if you could, when you've got a bit of spare time, just maybe record a studio album so I can have those. That would be marvellous. Also, while we're talking about music, my friend Stu does a radio show on a Tuesday, and he played a song in the week just gone, which was about an IT guy who had a little office romance with someone whose computer they were fixing. It's the cutest song I've ever heard in my entire life, and he linked me to the guy who made its Bandcamp. I'll do a link below, because... Let's move on to books. And really, the entire video is construed around this one thing that I just really want to show everyone, because it's so it's the most beautiful thing I own. Brace yourselves. Look at this. I'm sure you're all aware that I'm an Alexander Hamilton. I love Hamilton so much. And this is a coffee table art book. This is the story of Hamilton from its inception to the various stages that it went through, and then finally as the show as is now, so from off-Broadway to Broadway. Basically, Lin-Manuel Miranda and Jeremy McCarter together writing the story of how Hamilton happened. Alongside that, a little anecdotes from the writing process, and then the casting process, and then the actual performances of it. Aside from the fact that it's just beautifully bound, like, it looks like, from there, it kind of looks like just a really beautiful old textbook. And then you've got all of this going on here, and then the finishing on these pages is just, it's all rough and lovely. This book is beautiful. Lin-Manuel Miranda's enthusiasm for everything is infectious. If you don't follow him on Twitter, I think you should. And if you're a fan of Hamilton, or you know someone who is a fan of Hamilton, I cannot recommend this enough. It was the most expensive book I've ever bought. But I feel like I'm going to cherish it forever, so it's okay. Also, while we're talking about books, I want to show you this. This is the heaviest paperback I've ever picked up. It also has, like, all these cool things in it. I thought it was nice. I liked it. Let's move on to television. I'm wearing a hat today to channel my inner Jughead, because Riverdale is my new obsession. If you have Netflix, or even if you don't have Netflix, perhaps you just have a nefarious way of watching things, then I cannot recommend Riverdale enough. The people over at Netflix were trying to explain Riverdale to Louise Pentland, aka Sprinkle of Glitter, the other day, and their explanation of what Riverdale is just so perfect, I'm just going to leave it here. I love it so much. There's high school drama, there's ladies, like, sticking up for each other, there is Archie with the most fake ginger hair I've ever seen, and that's coming from someone with fake ginger hair. And Jughead. Jughead needs to be protected at all costs. I love him. Basically, Riverdale is incredible. Watch it. Please watch it. My friend Chris recommended Twin Peaks to me. He lent me the Blu-ray. This is by far the most bizarre thing I have ever seen in my entire life, and I'm not entirely sure why I like it, I just know that I do. If you've seen Twin Peaks, let's have a chat down below, because I feel like it's a show that needs to be discussed. General things. I went to Cardiff the other day to go to the Doctor Who experience. Now, I went when it first opened, and it was then called Doctor Who Con, and it was in the Millennium Centre. It's now in like a separate building, and by God, I had the best day ever. There's bits of it you're not allowed to film because spoilers, but God, it was so good. If you want to see the bits that I can film, then make sure you click subscribe, because it's going to be in my monthly vlog series. Oh, I feel so dirty saying that. Anyway, I thoroughly recommend going to the Doctor Who experience if you've not been before. It's closing in the summer while they try and find a new home for it. I have to go back when there's a new Doctor, because, like, oh, if you're a nerd, you will understand. So good. Whilst I'm talking about miscellaneous things, I've started bullet journaling because I am a wannabe hipster. I haven't done it the way that, like, the original bullet journalist has decided you have to do it, but I used to journal a lot, and I kind of gave that up and started doing a 365 project, and then I gave that up and I started doing scrapbooking, and now I'm not doing a physical scrapbook because I'm doing a visual scrapbook. So I thought I'd combine bullet journaling with scrapbooking, because I am someone that uses lists a lot. The thing about bullet journaling is you can do it in any notebook, but there's like a recommended type of notebook for you to do it in. So I bought a grown-up notebook. I bought the Lectum 9, I think that's how you pronounce it. I do speak German a bit, and I'm pretty sure I messed up that pronunciation. But I bought the Lectum 1975, which is one of the recommended ones, and I got an aqua green one, and then I customised it. Because of course I did, I'm a wannabe hipster. The cool things about these is it has an index, so you can write down where everything kind of starts and ends, so you don't have to constantly keep flicking through. It's also got two, like, page markers, so you can mark your pages, and it has a handy pocket at the back, so you can keep stuff. And instead of it being lines, it's dots. One of the things I've been doing is doing a tracker. So, and that's one of the things that they recommend you do with bullet journaling. So, for the past few months, I have been tracking how many hours I sleep, how much water I drink, and how many days my brain doesn't work properly. And it's been really interesting, actually, watching the correlation. Watch this space. Maybe I'll stick with it, maybe I won't, but either way, it's good. Oh, sneak peek, it looks pretty. Though not as pretty as the ones on Pinterest, because I am not arty at all. Before I allow you to go, well, before I allow you, you've probably already gone, let's be honest. Usually when I make like a favourites video, I give you a YouTube recommendation, and today my recommendation is Casey Neistat. Not because he needs the exposure, he has millions of subscribers and he's an incredibly popular YouTuber, but because he made a video called Do What You Can't. He uploaded that at a time when I really needed to hear it. I have written loads of film scripts, because the reason I started YouTubing was because I wanted to make short films, and I have loads of scripts that I have written, but I haven't done anything with, because I have a point-and-shoot camera, a DSLR, one tripod, no lights, no money, no studio space, no friends to be actors. That's why I'm on YouTube, because I have no friends. I write stuff and I'm like, I'm going to make this and it's going to be amazing, and then it comes down to it and I'm like, it won't be amazing because I don't have the equipment, I don't have the resources. And then Casey uploaded that, and there's a whole bit in it where it's like, you want to make a film? You've got a mobile phone, grab some people, film it, done, you've made a film. And I was like, yes! Because I've made short films, they're on this channel, and they're not great, but that doesn't make them any less valid as films. And everyone's got to start somewhere. Thank you, Casey Neistat. I'm going to make a film. You want to be in my film? Hit me up down below. Let's do this. But I want everyone to see it, because if you are going through a kind of moment where you need inspiration, you need motivation, you need a kick up the backside to do the thing that you've always wanted to do, that video is that kick. There we go. That was a video. I might go watch Riverdale again. Just want to be Jughead so bad.